Jets, Jets, Jets.
Well, here we are. Welcome, everybody. I want to plug in my sign. Welcome to the Thursday Thick of It. I got to make my new intro for the Monday Night Mock. I haven't even thought about it. I got here tonight and I was like, oh, yeah, I make intros now. So I'm all excited. And I didn't have an intro for you guys, but tonight is the inaugural 2022 edition of the Monday Night Mock, the 10 o'clock mock. I am so excited to be here. Guys, you don't know how many times I was tempted to just start in the middle of the season. Week 10, week 13, I was like, I'm going to do it. And I fought the urge, and I waited. And we made it. We are here. I will give you an update. The Rams are shellacking, at least as far as first halves go, the Arizona Cardinals. Man, it's not looking good. I want to just tell you guys something. You know, it's year 3 for the Cliff Kingsbury Cardinals. And this is year 1 of Robert Saleh. As we know, Cliff Kingsbury interviewed with the Jets just prior to being hired with the Cardinals, right? We know this because he gave us a shot to woo him before he signed with the Cardinals. Why? Because at that time, we were the better job. Remember, they offered Mike McCarthy full reign, personnel, coaching, everything. And he denied him because he said he wanted to only coach the Jets, right? So at that time, we were the hot item out there. We decided to hire Adam Gase. We know how that went. And now we're in year 1 with Robert Saleh, and Cliff Kingsbury's in his 3rd year. I want to just ask you guys, let me know in the chat that I'm going to say hello to you guys. Let me know in the chat if year 3 being the first year we got to the playoffs and we lost the game. I don't know if they're going to lose, right? We don't know what the second half is. 21-0 in the first half. If it took 3 years to get to the playoffs and we lost the first game, would you be happy in the wild card, no less? I'm curious, and I'm going to say hi to all you guys while you answer. So let me know in the comment section. Daniel Yanez got here first. He said Chad Muma, which I was actually looking at just last week. Garrett Ham is here. What's up, Garrett? Kyle Donkersloot is back. We haven't seen him in a while. I hope you are still here, Kyle. It'd be nice to have you around. My favorite name of the bunch. Mark Wagner's here. J. Cole, Mr. Soup himself. Anders is here. Big Green is back. It's good to see Big Green. You know, I actually met Big Green in New York State. I think it was New York State, right? Yeah, New York by Lake George. And that was a great day, man. I enjoyed meeting you. I love meeting you guys. Matthias Simon is here, my old buddy. Who else we got? Joseph Grana, Eric Craig, Harry's here. Good to see you guys, man. Truly, truly, truly. J. Cole, as I said, Mr. Soup himself. A guy loves soup. Jettison is here. Frankie from Flatbush. What's up, Frankie? Glad to have you. In your wisdom, he'll be letting us know if our facts are correct or incorrect. That's Frankie, and I love having it. John Hepburn, what's up, buddy? Kenobi clone. Jettis, I said hello. Okay. Rusty Spooner, did you see that I used one of your guys in my most recent Green Beans Jets pod? Just today I released it, earlier this morning. And I used a Rusty Spooner special in there. Follower of Christ, FOC. Jets Mess is here. Robbie Oak, Ant Jets, Curly Norman. Fat Gandalf is back. Nice. Jeremy's here. NFL Chaos with Jeremy, Mr. Mock Draft himself. Gitmo Bob. I know he wants to talk about Connor Hughes. It's just silliness. I mean, look, I love Boy Green, and Boy Green gets top-tier guests because he is who he is. But I don't know if I'm buying any of that stuff that Connor Hughes put out there. And I'll leave it at that. He said that the Jets don't need a linebacker, and we're going to trade number 10 straight up for Calvin Ridley. I wouldn't be happy about that. I'm going to tell you right now. I wouldn't cry or anything. But I wouldn't be happy. Duncan McLean, Chris Bradigan's here. That's right. Monday night is back, Chris. Bismo Charismo, what's up, buddy? Abe, Wat2K, what did Connor do? He said a whole bunch of crazy stuff. He said we're taking Evan Neal with pick 4. We're trading number 10 for Calvin Ridley straight up, and that we don't need linebackers, among other things. John Amarello, what's up, buddy? Pooch guy. John Amarello, I also met at the Cyclone. Steve 232 Gulfstream, what's up, buddy? He says no. You would not be happy. I know that's the thing, Frankie. It's just like, look, we talk about boycotting the beat. Like I saw a whole thing on Jetnation about one of Samini's articles. And it's like, again, we're having this conversation about the Jets being in a dramatic position with John Beck breaking NFL rules, and that Zach broke up with his girlfriend because she didn't want to she wanted him to move back to Utah or something. It's like, that's what Samini's bringing. Like, what is this? Why do we pay attention to these guys? So Donker Salute is here. Nice. After 3 years, Douglas, or 3 years of Saleh? Saleh. I mean, the coach. Like, if the coach is here for 3 years, because Kingsbury, because don't forget, Keim was there for 8 years before Cliff Kingsbury got there. Keim was already there. Don't forget, Keim had a really good first couple years with Bruce Arians. Then he had the DUI arrest and all that kind of stuff. If that shit happened here, it would have been a media storm. But then he hires a coach. All right, what was his name? I forget the guy's name. I can't believe I don't forget it. Steve Wilkes. So he hired Steve Wilkes. They use a top 10 pick on Josh Rosen. 1 year later, he fires Steve Wilkes and drafts a first-round quarterback, first overall. I mean, look, we're talking about the Jets in 3 years drafting 2 quarterbacks in the top of the first round. I mean, we made a huge story about that all offseason. Remember that? So Steve Keim did all of that. And we're happy. Then they're 3 years later, they get to the wild card. They're literally getting blown out. And again, we don't know what the second half will bring, but it's 21-0. And Kyler Murray has 2 picks. Ugly pick too, man. The one was so silly. He was in the end zone, threw it away. He could have got a safety, and he threw it to the guy on the Rams, and he scored a touchdown. So Fat Gandalf says, depends on the season leading up to the loss. Normally I'd deal, right? Well, of course, right? We would deal with it, but I think I would be pretty disappointed. But I would be okay, I guess. But I think Jets fans overall would be pretty disappointed. What's up, man? Okay, good. Finkelstein's here. Wat2K would be meh. Disappointed but satisfied with Grossen's steps toward a Super Bowl. Nice, Joseph Grana. Nice. I think that's where I am. What's up, Mike Parlato? Hey, Greenbean, a while. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, man. I am literally parked at a horse farm. I'll release something so you guys can see it. We left the worst RV park we'd been to in a long time this morning, and we came and we have just an amazing horse farm all to ourselves back here. It's amazing. So I'm doing great, Mike. I hope you're doing well, man. Knob Craft says, I'm not going to be satisfied until the Jets win it. Well, I'm with you there too. I am. Robbie Oak, next year, round one playoffs, I think that'd be a good step. I do too. Next year. So what's up, everybody? The Art of Pimpin' Pooch Guy, first time live listener being. Yeah, man. Well, welcome, Pooch. We're going to get into this now. I'm going to tell you guys, the mocks, what we do here is I send out a tweet and a YouTube poll, and I give you guys 4 or 5 choices on our theme of the mock. Like, let's say, for example, last year we did the theme of tonight's mock is going to be whether let's say that we traded for Deshaun Watson, we gave up 2 firsts, and then we change the draft and govern it as if that happened. So it alters what we do. Now, sometimes we go no trade. Sometimes we say we accept every trade. So every week is a completely different mock. And then I have guests on too to help us. But that's the whole deal with the Monday night 10 o'clock mock. We change it every single week, and we try to govern ourselves with the rules that have been chosen by the polls that I put out. Okay. So the same poll will go to Twitter, as does the YouTube community poll. And the results of that tell us what mock we're going to do. So tonight, because it's the first one, this is the first one of the season, man. It's going to be lit this year, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to be insane. I know it is. So for this one, we're just doing a purist mock. We're going to get started with just, hey, let's have a mock draft. So that's what we're going to do, Pooch Guy. And we'll have some fun. But this is, look, I only get 1 vote. I mean, I do have control of the clicker, so I can do whatever I want, but I don't. It's the democracy rules here. Democracy rules. Okay? So don't forget to like the video if you're having a good time. It means the world to me. It changes everything. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Around halftime, I have a sponsor, so I'm going to put them up as well. But other than that, man, it's going to be you guys and me picking some players, and we'll get to that. I do have a super chat from Pooch Guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. First timer live listening. Can't wait, Bean. I said it on one of Ryan's videos. You, him, and Matt have absolutely saved this Jets fans in Bills land. Well, that's awesome, dude. You guys know I lived in Miami for 15 years. And if not Miami, I lived right north of it, like Hollywood, still Miami. It's Dolphins territory. And let me tell you, it was miserable. I mean, the good news is for the first chunk of that was 2009, 2010. We owned Miami for a few years there, so that helped. But it's still miserable living in your opposing division rivals' territory, especially when it's been this last 10 years. That's no fun. So good. I'm glad to help, Pooch Guy. We all got to stick together, man. Okay, so we're gonna get this started. Bipolar Medusa, right? Riley Wilson, what's up? Stud City's here, and Abe is here. New York Jets fan 4, Joe Campione. I mean, dude, you guys are the best. So one more super chat, and then we're doing this. Edward Ziff, use trade capital for extra first round pick. Well, we can talk about it tonight. Like I said, we're gonna let the sim and the voting dictate to us. We're not going to necessarily put in any trades or anything. If the sim promotes a trade or presents a trade, we'll talk about it. But hey, man, one of our mocks, Ed, could absolutely be, we used the first or we used our 2 seconds to trade up and get another first, something like that. We'll present those options for you as the season progresses. So guys, that's what makes this the best mock show of all the mocks out there, because it's, number one, changes every week, but it doesn't change by me. It changes by you, what you guys want. That's what makes this show so awesome. Last year was amazing. And I can't wait to get started. So thanks, guys. I see you all in there. So let's get this doodad started. Okay, here we are. You see, I picked the Jets. I picked 7 rounds. Why not? Even though we only have 5 rounds worth of picks, you never know if we might trade and gain a 6th or a 7th. So I leave it open to the 7th round, and we'll do that. Now, I put normal too, so it doesn't just go lightning on us. So here we go. You guys ready? Let's do it. Okay, the Jags, Evan Neal. Yep, what'd I tell you? That's the way it's really going to go, too. Oh, guys, Look at this madness. Madness. Here we go, Y2K. So, guys, now here's the way we do it. Here's the way we do it. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to bounce it to you. Which play, since it's like this, there's no trade option or anything. I want to just know your number one player at pick 4. Who is it right now? You can see Evan Neal is off the board. Kayvon Thibodeau is off the board. And interestingly, and this is the first time I've seen this, George Karlaftis is off the board. So tell me what you guys want. I see a Hamilton. Let me see. I see Owen says no question. Hutchinson, anything but Stingley. Curly Norman says Hutchinson. Let's see here. That happened to me today. Oh, interesting. So they might, I think Jeremy told me that they updated the sim finally, which is good because their ratings are whack. You like that? Do I sound cool if I say whack? Is whack still cool? I just don't know. I'm going to Santa school in a couple months. I don't know what the hell's cool. I'm seeing a bunch of Hutchinsons. They only MC. He's the only one that says Hamilton. Chaos says Kolar. All right. So we're going to get this quick. Oh, Frankie from Flatbush says Hamilton too, MC. You're not entirely alone. All right. So let's take Aiden Hutchinson, everybody. Not a bad move. Not a bad start, right? Here he comes. Boom. Okay, now who the Giants? Charles Cross. Look at this. Oh, guys. Oh, my God. So, number one, Hutchinson's my favorite player in the draft, followed by Thibodeau, but Hamilton is my next favorite player. So, we got one of them. Hamilton's on the board, but we also have 3 trade offers. So, here's how we do this, guys. Pooch, listen. So I'm going to show you guys all 3 trades. I give you guys the choice. No to the trades if you don't want them. Yes if you do, and which trade it is by the team that's offering it. So if you vote yes, tell me which one. So first, the Cardinals, who are losing right now, about to go down even more. So they want us to slide back 13 picks to 23. They'll give us 55, which is a second-round pick, a second next year, and a third next year. Not terrible. Dallas wants us to go one more pick back, and all they want to give us is 2 seconds. One this year, one next year. That's not enough. That's less capital for more movage. So the Raiders want us to go to 22. They'll give us their second and third. So I'm going to look at the chat now. Let's see where you are. So remember, if you don't want the trades, you say no. Don't give me the players yet. Oh, wow. Did you guys just lose me? I don't know what happened there. So don't forget, don't give me all the players. It gets muddy. It gets really muddy. I got to put up my banner too. Here, vote. Whoops. Vote once. That's all we can vote. Okay? Hold on. Because if you don't, if you vote a whole bunch of stuff, it gets really crazy. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put this up there for you. Well, I got 55 comments to look at. So I see a bunch of Hamiltons, but again, does that mean you don't want the trade? So all we got to do is say yes or no. If it's yes, give me the team. Okay, I'm going to look. No, yes to the trade, but Wahidi didn't give me the team. No trade, no, reject trades, Hamilton. All those trades. I do agree that these trades are not good. Yoshi says F the Cardinals. They cost us the 7th pick. Yes, the Raiders from Rusty Spooner. All right. The no's are crushing it. I see 2 Raiders. All right. No to the trades. No, yeah, the no's have it by a mile. All right. So now, do we want Hamilton? So if you want Hamilton, tell me Hamilton. And if you want another player, tell me another player. While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a look at the board. Okay. So we have Kyle Hamilton right here. Cornerback Andrew Booth is up here. Garrett Wilson is still being rated this high. That's good. Let's see. Matt Corral. You got Sauce Gardner here. Jamison Williams. A lot of people like him, even though the injury. Linderbaum is here. Jordan Davis. We don't need to be touching defensive tackles, my friends. We got David Ojabo, Devin Lloyd. So so far it looks like Hamilton, but I'm going to look and see. We got a Sauce Gardner. We got a Burks, Linderbaum from Kaz. What's up, Kaz? Rusty wants Nakobe Dean here. Get mobile. I mean, the Hamiltons are crushing it. Wilson, Hamilton. Yeah, I mean, Hamilton is there. It's far and away. So we're going to go ahead and get, as Harry states, a generational player in Kyle Hamilton. So listen to this, guys. This is literally my best case scenario for this draft. If we come away with this, you might see me cry. Kyle Hamilton is a Jet. So let's see. There goes Matt Corral. There goes Andrew Booth, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Jamison Williams, the big defensive tackle, Jordan Davis. There goes Nakobe Dean, Rusty. Here goes Icky, Drake London, Devin. There goes Treylon Burks. I know a lot of people want him. Spiller's a first-round pick. Wow. McDuffie. Breece Hall is gone, another favorite running back of Jets fans. Okay. So here we are. We got 2 trades. The Denver Broncos want us to skip back to pick 40, and they'll give us a 4th-round pick for it. The Steelers want us to go back to 52 and give pick 162 for next year's 2nd. Points-wise, that might actually be very good. I don't know if I'm interested in that tonight, though. So, again, pick 40 and a 4th, pick 52 and a 2nd, but we have to give up pick 162. So, same thing. No, if you don't want either one of those trades. Yes, if you do, and the trade you want. So, just tell me the team. Like, yes, Steelers. Yes, Broncos. Okay. No to Pitt. No trade. No. I cried when we got Adams. Don't do it. Ali. Oh, no. I didn't. I thought that was the worst pick in our history. I mean, it's not, but I thought it was. I couldn't believe that we passed on Deshaun Watson for Jamal Adams. That's what makes that one so bad. Yeah, everything just crapped out on my computer. Everything went nuts for a split. I got kicked off. The TV shut off, everything. It seems to be working now, yeah. It's my engineer. All right. Look, the no's have it. Owen says the Broncos. Ziff, London went, buddy. Who was on the board first? No. Yeah, so the no's have it. Okay. So now we're going to get into some players. So we're going to say no to the trades. It's pick 35. Now we'll show you their board. We got Lewis Seen right there as a safety. A lot of people like, obviously, drafting Kyle Hamilton. We might not want to consider that. A nice tackle. A lot of people talking about Evan Neal. Guys, this one right here, this is the secret gem right here. Petit Frere. Okay. Let's see. We got another edge rusher. So we got our edge and we got our safety. So we could be looking for linebackers. We could be looking for tight end here. We could be looking wide receiver. All right. Now, we don't have to trust their board. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not taking Wiedermeyer over Trey McBride in general, generally speaking. So, okay. McBride and a wide receiver. Christian Harris. Is Christian Harris there? Let's take a look at the linebackers real quick. I didn't see him. All right, Christian Harris is now the top-rated linebacker. I would say that. I might want Brandon Smith, but I would take either one of those guys happily. Let's look at the tight ends real fast. So they have Likely and Wiedermeyer above Trey McBride. I don't think that's the case, guys. I don't think that's the case. So let me see what you guys are saying. All right. Frankie wants a cornerback and then a tight end. That's good. London fell. I thought he was gone. Let me look at the wide receiver. No, he's gone, man. I saw him. Jahan Dotson, who's also going to be on our team at the Senior Bowl, guys. So we're going to get to look at him and Dubs. This is my guy, George Pickens. That's my boy right there. I love me some George Pickens. I was looking at him the other day. Love him. Riley Wilson wants to tackle, right? Everybody was talking about taking Evan Neal at 4. If you really wanted to tackle that bad, why not here in the 2nd? Why not? This is the next tackle off the board. Well, Icky went, Charles Cross went. So this guy is the secret weapon. I'm telling you, this guy's good. I haven't done my deep dive on him yet, but I did look at him. Let's see. Brandon Smith, McCreary, McBride is gone. No, McBride's there. Giuliani, McBride's there. Let's see. McBride, tight end, Zion Johnson. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. Get the tackle from Jets gang. John Wahidi wants Zion Johnson. Okay, I'm seeing Zion Johnson. Remember, guys, to only vote once, please, because I'm trying to look, and if I start seeing 5, 6 in a row, and it's all you, and it's false. It's a false feeling I got. Smith is falling. Interesting. Let's see. Duncan agrees with me. All right. Christian, I'm seeing a lot of Christian Harris and the tackle. That's what I'm really seeing the most of. I do see some tight ends. But let's say this. Let's whittle it down, okay? We have Christian Harris, linebacker. We have Petit Frere, Petit Frere, the offensive tackle, and we have Trey McBride, the tight end. Take little brother Petit Frere. Is that what that means? That might be. Hank might know. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. Well, you want to look at the cornerbacks? Okay, I'll look at the cornerbacks too. But let's whittle it down here. Here's the cornerbacks. We got McCreary. That's the guy here. Kobe Bryant. So Kenobi Clone says take McBride. McBride. Christian Harris. Recap the 4 and the 10. Kev Chata, you didn't see it? All right, here we go. We're killing it. That's what we got so far. Aiden Hutchinson and Kyle Hamilton. Here's the big board. Okay, so we're down to Christian Harris, Trey McBride, or Petit. I only saw 2 for Petit. Christian Harris. It looks like McBride is crushing this. That's what Harris. There's another Harris. 2 more McBrides. 3 more McBrides. 1 more McCreary. McBride. I know that's the thing, Joseph Grana, with Dotson. It's like a Moore clone. I know Jeremy wants to play. He wants to play the board. You know, he's playing the sim, right? A lot of times you can't help but want to do that. Technically speaking, because Harris is rated higher on their board than McBride, you can get them both. But you want to try to. You don't want to. In my mocks, I don't want to use the sim so much as I want to use our knowledge. We want to learn about the draft, and we want to try to get the picks that we think are realistic for us. Like, who would we really take here? Instead of the sim has the guy rated, they have Kolar rated in the 6th round. He's not going in the 6th round. So waiting till the 6th to get him, you can beat the sim that way. And I'd be lying if I told you I never do that. But anyway, let's just go for the guys that we want. McBride is crushing this, I think. Okay, McBride. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take Trey McBride. That's a very realistic pick too, man. Even though the sim, like you'll see here, the sim has him rated at 55. So it's a little bit of a reach. Jeremy's right. We could get Christian Harris right now and still get McBride. But in real life, probably not. You might be able to get him at 38, but let's see how it goes. All right, we're going to take Trey McBride, Kyron Williams, and Christian Harris is still there, everybody. If we want him, of course. So we have 2 trade offers, everybody. So forget the players, and let's talk about the trades. We have the Cardinals are back in it. They really want to move up a little bit in this draft. They're going to give us a 2nd-round pick to move back to pick 55. That's excellent value, guys. I want you to know that. That's excellent. They want us to go back to 52, which is obviously 3 picks less than 55, but they're willing to give us a 3rd this year. So you know how that goes. Generally speaking, we talk about the value of a pick in next year's round. It goes down around or up around. So if it's a 3rd this year, generally speaking, you would say that's a 2nd next year. Okay. So let me know in the chat. Do you like either trade? We have the Steelers. They want to give us a 3rd this year, which we can use tonight for pick 52. Or the Cardinals want to give us next year's 2nd for pick 55. So let me see what we got. All right. McCagnon says we should take the best available player. He does say that, doesn't he? And then for somehow, Knobcraft, he still doesn't do that. He thinks he is, but he's not. He says, take the best player available. Blake Cashman. Bless on Austin. All those guys. All right. Yeah. Believe me, Jeremy, it's not a knock or anything, Jeremy. I promise you. I'm just, as we do the Monday Night Mock, we try to avoid the ratings of the sim and kind of, and use it. Anyway, Zion plays all 5 positions. Yeah. Big board, please, for MC. Here we go. We'll look at the big board, but we're talking about the trades right now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. There's so many comments. It's like almost impossible. I got to have a co-host here. I got to have a co-host. Maybe Robert Killian will come and do it with me. Owen. Trade with the Steelers. No. Steelers. No. Yes to Pittsburgh. Yes to Steelers. Pitt. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No, these are good trades. Brandon Smith. All right, so we're going to lose Christian Harris right now. In this trade, I want you to know, but Brandon Smith might be there. And in truth, I might like him more than Christian Harris is a long-time starter, though. You got to love that. McCagnon would go give Dan Feeney. Yeah, you know he would, Frankie. It looks like the Pittsburgh trade, guys. It looks like the Pittsburgh trade. Oh, the no's are catching up now. But I can't tell if you guys are voting more than once, though. I know you are, you sneaky bastards. I already know it. All right, we're going to take the Pittsburgh trade. I think the yeses have it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's try to counter it, though. Let's get a little something, huh? What do you think? We'll get 224 out of this deal? Give me that. Hey, Lake, they gave it to us. We got ourselves a 6th. Oh, no, that's a 7th, actually, I think. Maybe it's a 6th. All right, so we did it. Now let's see who they wanted. Malik Willis. Insane. Where's Christian Harris? Isaiah goes, Isaiah Likely. Oh, Drake Jackson, another good edge rusher. Dude, look at this. There goes Petit Farid. Christian Harris is still right there on the board. See that, Jeremy? You see it, buddy? Sorry, we got some more trades. That was a good trade, guys. We didn't lose any of the guys that we were talking about. Well, we did lose the tackle, so in fairness, but we still did pretty well. All right, now they want us to go back 20 picks and give next year's 6th. You know, Joe Douglas loves to move his 6th. They want to give us 72. That's 20 picks. They want to give us 106 and 113. Not bad. Those are 4ths. Okay, those are 4th round picks. And we have another one from the Titans. Wow, they want us to go back. Man, what is that? That's 43 spots. Jesus. And they want to give us a 2nd. My first thought is hell no. This is an interesting trade. So we're back to the trades. Remember, yes, if you want one and the team. No, if you don't want either trade. Stud City, would I double up on linebacker? In my full off-season master plan vid that I released today, I did just that. I came around the back end with a smash mouth guy from Rusty Spooner himself, who I fell in love with, by the way. I watched a full game of him. Dude, I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, that guy. And he's a thumper. So anyway, let's see. Yes, no. Let's see. Nice. There's Rusty Spooner. Kev, we didn't have a trade offer at. Oh, no, I think we did. We had a trade offer at 4, but none at 10. Oh, yes, we did have them at 10, but those trades were dookie. All right, so are we talking about the trade? No, Joe. No. Okay. All right, so we'll get these trades off the board. So now here we are at 52. Now, guys, we were discussing Christian Harris. Okay, we were discussing Christian Harris and a little bit less Brandon Smith. So those are linebackers. Well, look at what we've done so far. We got an edge rusher, a safety, and a tight end. So linebacker, maybe tackle, maybe guard, maybe centers on the board, maybe a cornerback. Okay, wide receiver. Let's take a look at the wide receivers. See who's up there. Okay. Running back. Don't forget running back. Guys, George Pickens is still there. Romeo Doubs, like I said, is going to be at the Senior Bowl on the national team that is coached by the New York Jets. We'll get an up close and personal look at him. We got Mechie, Justin Ross, some really good receivers here, man. Oh, there's Dotson still there too. Both of those guys will be at the Senior Bowl. The tackles are Darian Kennard, who somebody was just talking about him to me today. Somebody loves him. Daniel Falele, who we found out is going to be on our national team down at the Senior Bowl as well. Rasheed Walker, another one. The guards look like this. You got Ed Ingram, who's stud muffin, but has some behavioral issues, so I don't think it's realistic. Thayer Mumford, Marquise Hayes. You got centers, Alec Lindstrom, the second best center. Now that Jaret Patterson broke my heart, what's he doing? He was going to be a second-round pick. Why did he go back to school? You want to know why? He wants to be a first-round pick. That's what I said about Aiden Hutchinson last year. Hutchinson could have came out last year and been a second, third-round pick at the worst. I think he made a good move, didn't he? He stayed in school. Now he's going to be potentially the first overall pick. If not, he'll fall to us at 4. He's not falling past us. So, okay. And then the running backs look like this. Tyler Algier, Zonovan Knight, Jerome Ford, who a lot of people like. This is Matt O'Leary special, the Jerome Ford. Rashad White, who is the running back that I picked in my offseason master plan vid. And that was given to me by Chris DiNardo, who I did not see in the chat yet, but is one of us. He's always with us. So James Cook, some good ones still sitting there. And here's the big board. Kenny Pickett up top. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. All right, the center from Edward Ziff. Jaret Patterson, the center from Notre Dame, stated today that he's going back to school. He's not coming out, which is the guy I picked. And that was my guy. He was my reasoning not to pick Linderbaum for the past 2 months. Kennard. Ooh, everybody likes Kennard. Who is available at wide receiver? Did you see that? Yeah, Big Green wants Pickens. I love Pickens, man. If you guys haven't checked out George Pickens from Georgia yet, you might want to. You're going to love him. All right, Kennard, Harris, then Dotson. So we got a Harris. It looks like it's funny. We were talking about Harris for the Trey McBride pick. Here we are 30 picks later or whatever it is, and Harris is off our minds. It's crazy that he's still there. Now let's look at how they have him rated real quick, because right now Kennard is looking like he's got it. So let's look at the linebackers. So he's rated 46 on their board, and we're at 52. So that's a steal, as we call it. Let me see the tackle real quick. Yep, he's their top-rated tackle right now, Darian Kennard. Let's see. Pickens, Kennard. I know. Let's see. Yeah, I would go line. I'm leaning line. My vote goes for Christian Harris right now. That's my vote. Harris, Dotson, Pickett. There you go, Steve. I'm with you. Harris, the Kennard, Pickens. All right, so it's definitely between Harris and Kennard. So let's whittle it down to those two, okay? Let's whittle it down to those two, Christian Harris or Darian Kennard, the tackle versus the linebacker. Okay, and I see Owen says Brandon Smith. No, I still wouldn't do it, Kaz. I replied to you in my video. I hope you read it. I replied. Who's hurt? Somebody's hurt. Is that Kyler Murray? So just so you know, the score is now 28-8. Let's see. I know Pickens is a good pick, Cheaty. All right, so Harris or Kennard? Harris, Kennard, Harris. All right, Harris is crushing this. Kennard. Yeah, Harris got it. Patterson was the fallback if we didn't pay. I know, but then you still got Lindstrom, who's right behind Patterson. You don't need a top 10 center. Like I said, they're the second highest bust rate of any position in the last 25 years. It's dangerous. Mo Lake, what's up, buddy? He says Harris. All right, so Christian Harris is the pick. That's that's where my vote goes to. All right, let's get him. Here he comes from Alabama. Boom. So where's our next pick? We're in the 60s. 69, I think it is, right? 69, right. So look at all the guys. There goes Kennard. Okay. Kobe Bryant's gone. Asamoah's gone. All right, guys, we got another trade offer. Only one this time, 69 to 100. And we will be given a third-round pick next year. Now, before we can, I want to show you what we got. So we have another pick at 84. And we have, this one would be 100. So we would have 84, 100, 108, 114. It's a nice little burst there, but none of them are going to be 69. This is our only third round pick. So if we want to trade out of the third here, I don't know. So yes, if you want it, no, if you don't. $69, dude. Yeah, totally. No, I mean, the no's are crushing it. Okay. This is too much defense. I couldn't disagree more, Kev. I could not disagree. We're only on our fourth pick or fifth pick. I think it's beautiful. Now, where do you want to go here? We could absolutely double up on edge. Absolutely. We could totally get a second tight end. We could. Or we can go to a wide receiver. We can see who's there. I don't know if George Pickens went. Let's see the wide receivers. We can get tackle, guard, center. I think Lindstrom might still be there. He is. Look at that. Alec Lindstrom is still right there. If you wanted to get a center and move Connor McGovern, but we'll take a look at the wide receivers. Dude, Dubs and Pickens are still there, as is Mechie and Ross. So that might be something that we want to consider. So we have the wide receivers, got some excellent wide receivers sitting right here. The tackle, we got Falele, who our coaching staff is going to get up close and personal with. He did get down to 380 this year, but now what's the big knock on Denzel Mims? Everybody can't shut up about it, which I still haven't seen anything founded yet. It's just all hearsay. I'm hearing. That's all it is. So they say if we have him over there at 367 and then Daniel Falele somewhere between 380 and 400, I don't know. That's a lot of betting on the biggies, isn't it? So the guards look like this. We got Kirkland, Marquise Hayes, Thayer Mumford, Cade Mays is still there. Some good guys. But I think that if I'm going offensive line right now, I might want Rasheed Walker or Alec Lindstrom. That would be my vote. But we can do the wide receivers. All right, let me see what you're going. Let me see. Enigbar gives us insurance. I know. That was the edge rusher I picked in my draft. I like him, man. I like him a lot. He's got a lot of growing to do, though. He's new. Lindstrom, wide receiver. Mechie. All right, if you want if you want to pick a position, tell me which player, too. Yeah, I didn't see the hit. Was it bad? Was it bad, Scott? Kingsley, Enigbar. All right, got to be Pickens from Riley Wilson. Let's look at the depth. The depth of what, buddy? What do you want? All right, I'm okay. Let me see where we are here. Cornerback Kyler Gordon. That's Rusty Spooner. All right, Gordon just went. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, this is getting hard with you guys. You guys are all over the map. All right, Pickens. I'm seeing Enkema. George Pickens. Lindstrom and Pickens are kind of pulling away here. Lindstrom, Pickens. Yeah, Knob, we got Trey McBride. Falele, I see a Falele. Lindstrom from Kaz. Yeah, Lindstrom looks like to me like he's getting it. It looked like Pickens for a minute there. Pickens has an ACL, does he? There you go. That's big. How the hell did I not know that? I think I did know that. I think I forgot that somehow. Logan Paul, there he is. He's up there. He's going to be there in the 6th, though. We don't have to worry about him. Let's see. Enigbear. Okay. Okay, let's take an injured wide receiver that well, you don't have to get mad about it, Jets fan 4. It's okay. You don't have to yell. You're yelling at us. You don't have to yell, buddy. We're reading it. We're good. Mechie was also injured, but he's back. He ended up he was injured too. I think isn't the thing on him that he's injured often? I was talking to a diehard Alabama fan just today. So much that his daughter was wearing a Dolphins hat and he was wearing a Patriots hat. Why? Tua and Mac Jones. That's how much of an Alabama fan this guy was. I just talked to him this morning. Maniac. Yeah. So I know everybody needs to, right? We're getting this out. We're getting to know people. We're getting to know each other. There's 165 of you guys in here. We're having a good time, man. So let's see. Pickens still played and made an impact. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's confusing. I got to look back into that stuff. Yeah. So Pickens or Falele. All right. So here it is. It's Lindstrom or Pickens. That's what we're doing. I know. I got to say the same thing to Sean Sweet. What happened? No love for Justin Ross? No love for Justin Ross? Yeah. All right. Here. All right. For Owen Barreria, I know it's like we got to keep up, right? So here's who we got so far. We used 4 of our draft picks, which is our 2 firsts and our 2 seconds. We had some bunk ass trades that were offered to us for pick 10, but none for pick 4, I believe, right? We took Aiden Hutchinson with our first pick, Kyle Hamilton at pick 10 because the trades were terrible. Trey McBride, tight end out of Colorado State at 35, and then Christian Harris. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks because we did accept 1 trade. I think that gave us pick 84, right? I think that's how it went. So that's what we got, Owen. All right, so here we still have running backs. Here's some goodies. There's some goodies right there. Okay, just want you to know. And then we have the Rusty Spooner special way down here. Don't forget about that fella. All right, so we got the tackles. Falele's there. I would take Rasheed Walker personally if we're going tackle, but you guys like Falele. You got Lindstrom, Kirkland. People, I saw Kirkland in the chat. Which guy, Anju Baller? Yeah, me, I did right. I think Nathan, I think my pick would be Lindstrom here. Although I love Pickens, but I might go Lindstrom here. That's my pick. I'm gonna choose Lindstrom. That's me. That's my vote. I only get 1, just like every one of you guys. Jeremy says Pickens. Abe said, all right, Lindstrom. Frankie wants Pickens too. Frankie and Jeremy want Pickens. I don't know, guys. Should their votes count more because they're they have their own channels too? What do you think? We can pick a center next year. Center was decent year. Owen, I hear you. Lindstrom is good, man. Has Rusty Spooner. So you see, bro. I remember, man. All right, it's Lindstrom, guys. It's Lindstrom. So that's who we're getting. Here he comes. He's the 77th rated player on this weird ass system they have here. But here he comes, Alec Lindstrom. We got ourselves a center. Kenny Pickett goes next. There goes George Pickens. There goes Muma. There goes Falele. There goes Enigbar. Oh, there goes Kirkland and Dubs. They're all going. All right, here we are at pick 4. Oh, this looks like a good trade to me. I don't know. So Arizona would like us to move back 3 spots. They'll give us next year's 5th for 3 spots. I think that's a smart trade unless we were in love with somebody right here. He's not there because you got caught. So again, we have the trade. So that's what we're talking about. The trade, slide back 3 spots, get a third or what was it, a fourth next year? Fifth next year. Get a fifth next year. That's a trade I take. Again, unless I love somebody right here who's slipping. Let's see what their big board looks like real fast. We got some tight end. Ooh, Brandon Smith is still there, guys. Whack-a-doodle. Justin Ross, Metzi are still there. Jerome Ford. Dude, we got lots and lots of talent still sitting here. So yes or no for the trade. I'm going to back it up and see where you are. Trade. Okay, the yeses have it. So we're going to take this trade. I'll try to counter for you guys. I know you guys like a little counter action. See if we can get a seventh out of them too. Nope, they said hell no. We're already overpaying. Okay, we're going to take it. Okay. Let's see who they wanted. They wanted Rasheed Walker. See that? Look, the Cardinals want to trade again. They're nuts. All right, so we are at pick number 87. We just gained a fifth round pick for 2023. The Cardinals want us to go back to 135 and give them 224 for a third next year. Interesting. Hell, I wouldn't do that. No way. They want us to go, the Bills want us to go back 4 spots and give that fifth we just earned. Actually, it's our own fifth, but then they'll give us pick 129 in this draft. So again, no if you don't want the trades, yes, and the team if you do. No. That's a no for me, from Iowan Jetsfan. He says no. Take the trade, Joseph Grana. You didn't tell me a team, buddy. The no's are killing it anyway. The no's are crushing this so far. Don't forget to like the video if you're just getting in here. It means the world. It changes everything for us. Like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. You can also support me on Patreon. Very, very simple. I sent out my schedule. Dude, we have such an amazing Patreon offseason lined up. It's going to be fucking killer. Pardon my French. So that's available to you as well. Okay, the no's have it. So we're going to take this trade off the board. Now, let's look at something. Here we go. This is who we picked. Hutchinson, Hamilton, McBride, Harris, Lindstrom. So we got edge, we got safety, we got tight end, linebacker, and center. We need a tackle, potentially, or a guard. You could still get a guard. We need a wide receiver. We need a running back, probably. Right? Who else do we need? We can double up on positions like safety, linebacker, and tight end because we need them. We have no linebackers. I mean, we do, but none that we know what. Only one really that we really have is CJ Mosley, and then you can have faith in Sherwood maybe, but that's about it. So safeties, obviously, we have none. We have Ashton Davis. Now we have Kyle Hamilton. And what else did I say? Tight ends. Our tight end room is fucking weak. Okay. Mechir, Ross, and Y2K is happy. Ross is still here, Jeremy. Wide receiver or cornerback. You know what? Let me talk to you guys about cornerback real quick. Last year, we drafted 3 of them, and the year before, we drafted 1. So we drafted 4 late-round pick cornerbacks. In my opinion, we're probably going to bring in a free agent cornerback because it makes sense. You got such young guys. If you're going to go to free agency and spend money, it makes sense to do it there. But taking another late round cornerback 3 years in a row, doesn't it seem like, I don't know, we took 3 last year. It seems like something that we won't do. Mo Lake wants a wide receiver. Right. Jake Ruiz says double down on linebacker and take Brandon Smith, Harris. I know, it'd be sick, dude. I'm totally with you there. I really am. I would have no problem. No problem doing that. Wide receiver. Fat Gandalf. What's up, buddy? He says running back, wide receiver, guard. So that's confusing, Fat Gandalf. Just want you to know that. D. Santana says linebacker and tight end. Okay. All right, let's look at their big board again real quick. So they have the edge rusher from Penn State. Let's see. Brandon Smith is a steal. He really is. I can't believe he's still here. But guys, we already did linebacker. So wide receivers, let's just whittle it down to wide receivers. So we still have Mechie, Ross, so you guys can see it. Mechie is a genuine speed threat at the wide receiver position. He can get downfield in a hurry, and once open, there's very little chance he's going to be caught. Woo! Like that? So, Justin Ross is more what I'm looking for, though. 6'4". I thought he was 6'3". That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 6'4". Sadly, it doesn't look like Mims. I think they're going to keep him for a year and see what's up if they can't trade him, but I don't know. We're more than likely going to need to replace that big contested catch guy. Ross is great. He was injured last year. So, all right, let me see what you guys are talking about. So, wide receiver, separation, good. I agree. So we got Brandon Smith, Mechie, Ross. That's kind of where I'm thinking, right? Cornerback is early round or bust. That's what I'm saying this year, Michael Foster. Jeremy says Justin Ross was the best offensive player on Clemson. He was their best offensive player last year. I mean, obviously, Trevor Lawrence, but he got injured. I think if last year, he would have lit it up. Running back from UCLA. Let me see. Wide receiver. Okay, so we're down to Brandon Smith or Mechie. I don't know. Mechie seems like overkill, but if that's what you guys want, I will, Spooner. I will. Mechie, fast route runner, separation good. Let's see. Smith, then take one of those wide receivers at 108. So is that what you guys want to do? So let's do it. It's Smith, the linebacker, Ross, or Mechie, 2 wide receivers. That's what we're doing. Mechie sounds like Maynard. God rest his soul. Eric. Oh, man. Brandon Smith. I thought it was Kyler Murray, but I guess not. So he's saying, Rusty's saying Ross. B. Smitty with the hizzy. Frankie getting cool. Frankie getting hip all in a hurry. Smith, Mechie, Smith. I know. This D's going to be sick. Well, dude, we need a 32nd ranked D. 32nd ranked D. Our offense did our defense no favors either. Let me tell you that. So we need help there too. Okay, it's Smith. It's Smith for without question. Okay, so we're going to double up on linebacker and thump people's faces off. We're taking Brandon Smith purely on value, right? Okay. So there he goes, Brandon Smith. There goes Abikatai. Quay Walker. All right. Let's see. There goes Mechie. He's gone. Rashad White, my guy. Oh. Jerome Ford is gone. How did White go? There goes Justin Ross. 1 pick for us. 1 pick. 1 pick. That's the worst part about it, guys. That's the most annoying piece. Let's take a look at the wide receivers. See who's left. Wan'Dale Robinson. Oh, I've heard very good things. I have not dug into him, but I heard very good things about him. We're getting into this is deeper than I've done so far, in all honesty. So I need help. I know we just missed Ross. He's right there at pick 107. Here we are at 108. So Toy Subs videos says now wide receiver, but we need to see which one. We need to see which one we want. What are you doing? Taking snacks? What do you guys think of my sign back there? Isn't this thing cool? Somebody, they just made it for me. Look at this thing. There's a football field. You can't really tell that, but Wan'Dale, take the best wide receiver. Any tall wide receivers. Let's see what he is. Dynamic Billy shows up on Amped Up Athlete. Robinson is incredibly explosive in the open field. He accelerates quickly, elongates space, has the speed to turn the corner and get outside on scheme touches. He also set up comes with a brutal roll step and transfers weight in the blink of an eye. Smooth and deadly brand of shiftiness in congested areas. Sounds good. Sounds good. We didn't, that's the thing with their report. They don't give you the negatives. Sometimes the negatives literally undo every positive. You know what I mean? When you really dig into these guys, like, oh, they sound great. And then you dig in, you're like, oh my God, I hate them. That's what happens. So we got Wan'Dale Robinson. We still got some tight ends up there. Jeremy Ruckert, the diehard Jets fan. Did you guys see that his father has been posting pictures of Jeremy Ruckert wearing his Jets gear as a little kid all week? Did you see that? They're making a full court press. They want to be Jets. They want to be Jets. All right, let me look at the chat and see what they got. Bo Melton. I don't know what position Bo Melton is. I can't believe Rashad White is gone. I'm pissed. We're going to have to take Hassan Haskins, Rusty. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've heard very good things about him. Again, I didn't do my deep dive on him yet. It takes time. It takes time, guys. And we draft a medical training team. We did that, MC. You just got to give, they're rookies too. You got to give our guys, our brand new staff, time to like develop their systems and get the players involved. And hopefully this really deep, big experiment that Douglas is doing works, because I'm with you, man. We need to have people on the damn field. All right, let me see what you got. So Wan'Dale is looking good. We got Jeremy Ruckert there. We can double up on tight end, dude. And let me tell you something. Elijah Moore, Berrios, Corey Davis, some other guy, and Denzel Mims with our tight end room, and we're doing a lot of 12 personnel, maybe even 22 if we like our, another running back. But that's what you do. You keep Elijah Moore and Corey Davis out there with Trey McBride and Jeremy Ruckert, Kenny Yeboah coming in for spellage. You know what I mean? Good night, buddy. I love you. So let's look at the tackles. Tyler Smith is still there. Okay. Thayer Mumford, Cade Mays, both still there. Okay. So we could go offensive line. I think we go offense, though, here. I can't believe Justin Ross. I trade down. We can initiate trades, but that's kind of I don't know, Y2K. Not tonight. Who's impatient? Us? Yeah, dude, we're the most impatient fan base outside of Philly. They're the only ones worse than us, guys. I'm going to tell you. You know it. I know it. I'm us. I'm all Jets fan. I've been told I'm a typical Jets fan since I'm 12 years old. Like, oh my God, he's such a typical Jets fan. I thought it was a compliment. It wasn't. But I took it as one. Damn it. So we got Ruckert. We got Wan'Dale. Let me see. Rusty Spooner wants us to look at this wide receiver here. Where is he? He's not even up there. He might have been gone already, buddy. I don't think he's there. He's not. He's probably gone. So we got Wan'Dale Robinson, Jeremy Ruckert, or let's add a guard in here, Thayer Mumford. So you want the guard, the wide receiver. The guard is Mumford. The wide receiver is Wan'Dale Robinson, and the tight end is Jeremy Ruckert. Pick one of those three. That's what we got. I see a bunch of Ruckerts already. Never take a Jets fan. We are too used to losing. That's such a great point. No, man, he wants to turn it around, like not only because it's his career, but because it's his heart. He wants to turn it around. What position is Bo Melton, Riley? All right, Robbie Oak wants Mumford. Harry wants Ruckert. Is he still there? I didn't see him. Did you see him? He's either gone or he's really low down there, buddy. He's gone, right? Am I missing him? He's gone. All right, so again, I'm going to look at the chat. I'm leaving it to you. We got Ruckert, Wan'Dale Moore, or two guards, Mumford or Cade Mays. Kobe Bryant's gone. De Vieira. Wide receiver for Rutgers. Okay, Rutgers killing it. I'll get you guys to the big board, though, just so you can see it. Wan'Dale Robinson is their number one player on their board. Doesn't mean anything, though. There's, the Sims, they're wacky. It doesn't mean anything. Again, if we wanted to use the board knowing full well that Rutgers will be there the next pick and Wan'Dale Robinson won't, we could do that, but we want to push that aside and vote with what we know. We want to use these opportunities to learn, get to know players, balance the draft, because we're not going to be able to see this in real life. Joe Douglas doesn't see this. We have our own board. Okay. Mumford, it looks like Rutgers is killing it. That's what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and double up on tight end. Okay. That's what we're going to do. See, that's the thing. We're compensating for the wide receiver position by getting 2 blocking, pass catching tight ends. That's what we're going to do. Jeremy Ruckert, right here, Ohio State. There he comes. Look at that. There goes Wan'Dale Robinson to the Giants. 1 pick. We were surrounded by Justin Ross and Wan'Dale Robinson, who I'm going to look into tonight. After this, I'm going to spend some time on Wan'Dale Robinson tonight. All right, so Cleveland wants us to go back 1 pick, and they'll give us a free 7th for it. I think it's a no-brainer. What do you guys think? Yes or no? That's the thing, Knobcraft. I'm with you, buddy. We needed to double up on linebacker. And look, there's another argument to be made that we should be grabbing another safety in this draft. Absolutely. It's the strongest safety draft in 20 years. And we happen to have no safeties. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody wants this trade. Look, Jeremy. GreenBean loves Jeremy. Isn't that sweet? Written by Jeremy. Isn't that fun? Let's counter it. See if we can get another pick. See if we can get a 7th next year. They said no. Okay. So we're going to take this, see who they wanted. They wanted Channing Tindall. They wanted him bad. Now, I'm going to tell you something. In 9 out of 10 mocks that you do with the PFN simulator, late in the game, they're going to do this every single time. There's always an opportunity to gain 3 late-round picks. They do it almost every time. So it's clearly a slam dunk to take these 3 picks for the 1 pick. We're going to lose somebody, though. So what do you guys think? Do you want to take the San Fran? I look at this as kind of a free gimme that's not realistic. So a lot of the times I don't take it. But that's up to you guys. So do you want to take this crazy-ass trade? 3 picks for the price of 1? Let's see. Okay, so we can look at safeties. We'll take this off. I'm going to get the safeties up just so you can see. So tell me yes or no on the trade. Smoke Monday's still there, man. Isaiah pulled him out. They have him traded so low. It's ridiculousness. He's going to go in the 4th, in my opinion. We'll see how it all shakes out. But no, please don't take 15 late round picks. You sure? No. Okay, everybody says no. So we're going to get that trade off the board. I did already. So now let's take one more look of what we got. We got defense, offense, offense. 2 tight ends and a center for the offense. That's what we're bringing to the party. All right, we have 3 picks left. We got a safety up here. We have, we haven't really done any cornerback stuff, but again, I don't think it's necessary, but we could talk about it. It's up to you guys. So we have some guards. Thayer Mumford and Cade Mays are both still right there, and they're good. Cade Mays I've looked into deeper than Mumford, but I got a lot to do on the deeper offensive line. I did a lot of the first batch. It's hard. It takes time, as you guys know. The wide receivers, we got Charleston Rambo. A lot of people like him out of Miami. I don't know. Kyle Phillips, people were talking about. There's Bo Melton. Riley, I missed them before. I'm sorry about that. I didn't even see him, dude. I was looking too. I'm sorry. So there's Bo Melton from Rutgers. I don't know. I don't know. Every player we take from Rutgers is, even some guys. What was the guy? Started with a W, West something. He was okay for us for a couple years. Number 55. I want to say Westmoreland, but I know that's not it. All right, I'll get you guys up to the big board here. Here's what they're saying. They got a tackle up top, Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan. Tyler Smith, tackle out of Tulsa, who I've looked at. You got Yusuf Corker, safety out of Kentucky. Okay. Cade Mays. All right. So what are you guys thinking? We got guards, we got safeties, we got tackles. I think, and then wait, we still got wide receiver. There's the big board, Abe. Right there, buddy. MC wants Corker. Michael Foster. My favorite scouting site is Draft Tech, but I use 3. I do use the Draft Network, but they seem to not update stuff all the time. So they've been falling down. I used to use Walter Football. That was my go-to for years, and they have fallen off the last 3 years or so. But I do still use them. I use some Pro Football Reference. Later in the game, I like the NFL ratings systems too. I do. I like them. They don't have it all updated right now. But NFL, like the NFL rates every single player on where they think they're going to go and their pros and cons. It's excellent. I don't always agree with it, but they're right a lot. But Draft Tech is my go-to. That's where I find a lot of my base. I don't always agree with them. Like I use their information for what I do in conjunction with some other places, but I do like their big boards. I like their positional rankings. I like all that stuff. And I use them. They have so much on that site. I use them for the trade value chart and all that. Knobcraft says Mays or Corker. Westerman Manny. There it is. I say Westmoreland. I was in the pocket, right? I was there. Jamal Westerman, Jason Reeves. I see you. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Frankie. Melton seems like an undrafted free agent. I got to look at them. You know what, Riley? I'm going to look at him though. Because of you, I'm going to spend some time on him a little bit. Bo Melton from Rutgers. I'm going to spend some time. Okay. So we got you guys are saying, I'm seeing some Mumfords. I'm seeing some Mays. Yeah, Leo Chanel. Is he still there? I don't think we're going to take 3 linebackers. Where is he? Well, look at him. There he is. You guys want to look at somebody and fall deeply and passionately in love with a football player? Go and watch Leo Chanel. Just watch him. You're going to love him. That's all I need to say. That's a Rusty Spooner stamped, approved directly to your inbox. Okay? All right, so we got the guards. It looks like we want to go guards here. That's what it looks like. Mumford. I'm seeing Mumford. Cade Mays with all this Smoke Monday. I know, it's a great name. I'm seeing Cade Mays. Let me see here. Mays. Oh, wow, Mays. Mays has it, I think. Let me see. Let me see. You heard that Jeremy likes Gunter? He does? Let's see here. Tackle depth. Jessica. Hey, Jessica. It's good to have you. We'll see. It looks like we're down to the guards. Okay. So we got Mumford and Mays. That's what I'm seeing. I mean, I do see some Corker in there, and there was a nice burst up top. But okay, so we're down to the guards. We got Thayer Mumford and Cade Mays. Which one do we want? One's from Ohio State. The other, Cade Mays, is from Tennessee. Okay. Cade Mays or Thayer Mumford. This will be good. That's right, Jay. Hey, Rusty, Jay says Leo Chanel makes a hell of a woman's handbag. He does. That's the same guy. It's the same guy. Rusty says he's a maniac. Jay, he says he's a maniac. All right, let me see what we got here. Mays, Mumford. You got, it's like so crazy. It's all right. Mumford's got it. All right, so we got Thayer Mumford. We're setting up the O-line now. Some pipeline fellas. Here we go. Thayer Mumford is in the house. Right now, his mother's hugging him. He's crying. I can't believe it, Ma. My dreams. My dreams. That's what it's like. That's what it's like over there. There goes Cade Mays. There goes Gunter. An edge from Coastal Carolina. I have problems drafting from Coastal Carolina. You know what I mean? I do. When I see schools like Liberty and Coastal Carolina, even though I did like Antonio Gandy Golden out of Liberty, I struggle. I'm like, really? This is who I'm taking here? Coastal Carolina? Anyway. All right. So here's what we got, guys. We got Aiden Hutchinson, Kyle Hamilton, Trey McBride. I'm going to tell you something right now. In my opinion, best edge, best safety, best center. Best tight end. That's not a bad haul. Great linebacker, strong linebacker, strong center, another strong linebacker, another strong tight end, a guard. All right, so here we are, guys. We got no trades on the table. We're at pick 145. We only have one more pick after this, I think it said, right? Oh, no. Look at that. We have 4 more picks. Holy shit. All right. Okay. So here's the big board. We have not gotten a wide receiver yet. We got some running back business to do. Let me see what the running backs look like. There's Hassan Haskins. I think it's a great pick. Let me see what you guys are saying. So we got 2 tight ends and 2 linebackers. We should get a safety at some point. Okay. Quentin Lake. So Smoke Monday and Corker are gone. Isaiah Polamau, one of my favorite players in the whole draft, is still there. Quentin Lake is still there. Okay. Cornerbacks, Armour Davis, Castro Fields, who I happen to like, Josh Jobe from Alabama. Yeah, interesting. See, both of these guys are from Alabama, and it's funny because they're saying in this sim, they say that Armour Davis might actually be the better of the two, but people don't think that. Just go best player available. We got to see if we like some guys. Haskins is there. I know I'm a Haskins. All right. Oh, I know, Jimmy. I know it happens all the time. Don't get me wrong. The great players come out of those types of schools. I'm saying I just always struggle. That's just me. I'm not saying I'm right. All right, we're gonna take Haskins. That's what everybody wants. Hassan Haskins, here he comes. Boom, running back at pick 145. Just a couple picks after we got Michael Carter. I think it's gonna work. There goes Leo Chanel. There he goes. There goes Charlie Kolar. Oh my God. There goes Quentin Lake. Isaiah Polamau's coming. You know he is. All right, we got pick 162. So we got Armour Davis, the cornerback from Alabama, or Josh Jobe from Alabama, right here. Got Tariq Castro Fields from Penn State. Those are the cornerbacks. Look, a lot of cornerbacks up top. We can double up on edge, go with Trey Williams from Arkansas. Here's my guy right here, Isaiah Polamau. I would take him right now. That's me. And then let's see what we got for tackles. Yeah, I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys. But what do you guys want? We're going to move quick. So safety. Cade May. Oh, Mays is gone. Polamau. Yeah, Polamau, yes, safety. Haskins is good too. Castro Fields, Nathan wants a cornerback. Take Polamau. Braden, what's up, Braden? Good to see you, buddy. All right, we're going to go with the safety then. Where'd it go? All right, we'll grab Polamau. There goes Armour Davis. Let's see where Josh Jobe goes. If we make it, there goes Castro Fields. There goes Rambo. There goes Jobe. Kyle Phillips. Oh, man. We didn't get a single receiver, did we? That's all right. We really loaded up on the tight ends. We did fine. And we signed Allen Robinson in free agency anyway, so it's not a big problem. Wow, look how long we got to wait. There goes Bo Melton, Riley. Riley Melton went to the Cardinals, who are getting positively stomped by the Rams, by the way. Damn, we got a while. 222. So now we should just grab, I don't know if there's anybody that we still know here. Again, I'm still working on my deep dives here. Hey, Rusty, is Emeka Emezie, is that the guy you're talking about? Is that the guy you were talking about? Emeka Emezie? Let's see what you guys got. The Jets need wide receivers from Vinyl Richie. That's a great name. Vinyl. It almost sounds like Lionel Richie, right? Is that what you did there, Vinyl Richie? I love it. Even if that's not what you meant, it still rolls off the tongue, buddy. It does. Yeah, we've re-signed Berrios and we got Allen Robinson. That's fine. That's your guy. Yeah, he just went. There he goes. Let's see. We got Paul Mount, run-stopping defensive tackle, huh? We need the new Fadu Kasi. Take the receiver from North Dakota. I think he could be. I think that's who Rusty Spooner's talking about. I think that's who Rusty Spooner's talking about. Emeka Emezie from North Carolina State. I think that's who he's talking about. So, guys, we have not gotten a wide receiver yet, right? You got edge, safety, tight end, linebacker, center, linebacker, tight end, guard, running back, safety. We got 2 more picks. You guys want a defensive tackle or you want an offensive tackle? Let's do that. Yeah, I'm live, Jim Pock. I'm live, buddy. Every Monday night, 10 p.m. Or we can go. We got some. I was talking about Eric. Who's okay? So wrong dude. Wrong dude. Yeah, we're here every Monday night. I'm not ignoring anything, Highlander Prime. This is a democratic mock. This is a democratic mock. I mean, I say my piece, but I go with you guys. I vote. What is a vote? We count it. But again, we signed a wide receiver in free agency, I guess. I don't know. This is just mock number 1. We can get a kicker. Emezie is 6'3", 212. Sign him up. All right, let's get this off the board. So you guys want to take a shot on this guy? 6'3", 212. Emeka Emezie, wide receiver. We get somebody in here to develop, knock Vincent Smith off the roster. What do you think? It is kind of weak. It really is. Like, even the guys up top, when you look at like Williams or any of these guys, Traylon Burks might be in the mix, but in like last year's or the year before's wide receiver class, they're late second, third round picks probably. Seriously. That's the truth. It's like, so, I know it's what you're all, and there's a great wide receiver in every draft class, but you got to really weigh that stuff out. Like, yes, this is the best wide receiver in this draft class, but where would he be in a great wide receiver draft class if he's not going to be top 3 and he's not a first round pick, even though if he's the best in this draft class? You know what I'm saying? All right. So you guys, okay, let's do it. Amikas are in short supply. That's definitely a good point. Although we do have Olakunle Fadukasi. That's his brother. I don't know that. All right, so let's go get our boy from North Carolina State, Emeka Emezie, the wide receiver for Zach Wilson. Vincent Smith is no longer necessary. I don't know how you can say that, MC. I think Braden Mann is perfectly fine. He got his leg ripped off. He had no plant leg. Do you see him in the last couple games? He's booming kicks. Booming them. I think Braden Mann's not even in question. Iowan Jets fan. F it. There shouldn't be a Y in Vincent anyway. Cuttable offense. Oh, that's good. Okay, so now this is our last pick, right? This is it. We can go with the kick. Let's take a look at the kicker. See if Cade York is still there. Let's see if we got him. There he is. You got Andrew Mevis. I can't do that just on principle. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it. Gabe Burkick is back. Mevis, that's the negative term for Revis. Cade York, you got punters, but I know everybody likes this Arazia guy, but I don't know. They say he can kick field goals too, but again, I think we got Braden Mann. He's fine. He's only going into his third year. Young leg. He's going to be with us for 20 years. You'll see. You'll see. Got a super chat from V-Man. Thank you, sir. He says, hey, Greenbean, remember when we said Bill panicked? Bill Panic spent last year. How fun was it to watch the Pats get blown out after spending $200 million? Yeah, dude. Look, as bad as it is to root for the Bills, right? Like, here's how I do it, V-Man. I think I'm going to root for somebody before a game, but I watch myself and how I react the first drive, and that's who I'm rooting for. I can't predict it sometimes. Like, I went back and forth a little bit. Like, I'm already used to the Patriots winning. Do I really want the Bills to kind of take over? Within 3 plays, I was rooting for the Bills, like, yeah, like that. So I knew it. I'm rooting for the Bills. That's who I want to win. That's how I do it. I just watch what I do. Like, I don't even know half the time what I'm going to do. So I will say this. It was delightful watching the Bills beat the hell out of the Patriots. And they beat the hell out of them. You know what was really delightful? Watching Mac Jones go down by 2 touchdowns, and they had to start trying to throw a little bit more, and he's a totally different quarterback. He's used to playing with nice, comfy, the rest of the system taking care of him. When they needed him to win, he couldn't do it. And that's not to say anything about him long term. It's just all this overblown hype about Mac Jones. It was like, dude, he's doing well. That's great, but let's be real for a fucking minute here. Can we stop with the sensationalism? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. So it was nice for me to see him like, oh yeah, guess what? This isn't that kid. That's not who he is yet. I know you guys want to make him that, but he's not. And the Bills stomped him. It also reminded people, you wanted to beat up Zach Wilson and began, for his game against the Bills. Yeah. What about the Patriots? They couldn't do a damn thing against him. Very little. Zach Wilson didn't have his receivers, didn't have his offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, they beat him down, right, Jim Pock? Well, thank you, V-Man. That was thank you for reminding us of that. That was nice. Down with the Patriots. They spent $200 million, just like we talked about, V-Man said. We all said Bill Belichick panicked to try to catch up to Tom Brady, who just won a Super Bowl without him. And he went out there and tried the Jets' old trick. Let me buy myself a team. Now they did better than us. Why? Because the system's better than ours. He's been there forever. You can't take away that Bill Belichick is a great coach. You can't take away that McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator. They're still there. But Tom Brady carried them. You know what I mean? Oh, Jim Pock, yes, you should. Yes, you should. You should hate him with every fiber. As far as football, as far as a man, I don't hate anybody as a man except Tom Brady and his dumbass wife. And I hate how their life is. Did you see when his wife found a turtle on the beach and she rolled a turtle over and got it back in the water? It's like, what's with these freaking people? How many great things can happen to them? Like, what are they? Angels? I'm sick of it. Gorgeous, all that. Get out of here with saving turtles. Beat it. You know what I mean? No, neither's still there, DiViera. So that's right. They put the 40. And you know what I liked seeing, Jay? The Bills kept going just like Belichick would do to them. You know that they know. If it was flipped, Bill Belichick would be trying to rub their face in dog crap. That's what he'd be trying to do. They said, you know what? We're going to do it to him. And guess what? Bill Belichick is sitting home just like the Jets. 1 week later. Congratulations. 2 years in a row, you didn't do anything without Tom Brady. So that's the way it goes. Didn't win the division 2 years in a row. Didn't go far in, one game in the playoffs in 2 years. The Patriots are a totally different team when they had to travel for a wild card game. They had the best situation in the world. The Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets sucked for longer than a decade. They had home field advantage and a week off every single year. Can you imagine? I mean, dude, come on. You know, so it's nice. It's nice to see. Thank you, V-Man. Kyler Murray was pulled crazy. My TV went off. I can't watch it anymore. All right, we got one more pick. Let's see. Knob said, we all know they staged the turtle rescue. Brady is the kind of guy who would harm an entire. I know. I agree, man. That was my first thought. What is this? What are they doing? What is this? Turtle soup. Don't say that around J. Cole. He loves some soup. All right, we got one pick to go, Watt2K. D. Santana says, all right, hey, man, thanks for hanging. It was a good hang. I'm glad you were here. Don't forget, next week, the way that we're going to do it, I'm going to send out the tweet, and I'm going to send that out on YouTube's community posts. I'm going to give you guys the poll, and you guys will vote and tell us what type of draft we're going to do. I give you guys options. Are we going to make trades? Are we going to trade Denzel Mims for a fourth? Like, whatever it is. We will make the decision. I will factor it into the draft, and we roll as if that happened. This way we can see what different scenarios look like, okay? So every week, that's the way it's going to be. Again, in my opinion, finest mock draft out there, period, because it's yours. It's your mock draft. And I'll have some guests on. Frankie's coming on with me soon. I'm sure I'll have Jeremy on here, there, Watt2K if he wants to come on. I might give away some contest winners, all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rusty said he heard the turtle died because of her perfume. As soon as the camera went off, they they didn't care anymore. All right, well, all right, so this is who we're going to get back to the draft. Making Mondays fun. Right on, Raw Power. That's what I'm saying. So this is our last pick, 224, right? It is. So we have some kickers, or we can get the defensive tackle that everybody wants. We can get another edge rusher. Let's take a look at some edges. See what we got here. See what schools. We got Christopher Allen from Alabama. We got Ali Fayad from Western Michigan. We got the guy from Iowa, Van Valkenburg. Holy shit. Dude, we might have to take Van Valkenburg. We might have to take Van Valkenburg. What does they say about him? Coming soon. Yeah, nobody's talking. I'm going to look into Van Valkenburg tonight. Hold on, I got to write that down. Zach Van Valkenburg. That's a name I must know who he is. So you want the best. Look, we got on the big board, we got a tight end and Jalen Hutchings from Texas Tech up top. Okay. We also got a guy named Bubba Bolden. We just did two safeties, though. We can double up on wide receiver. Okay. We can do that at the end, or you want to get a kicker. I'm liking this Eddie Pinheiro guy. Let Greenbean make the other. You want me? I want Van Valkenburg, right, Frankie? See you, Curly. Have a great night. See you at the Talking Jets panel, buddy. All right, let's take Van Valkenburg, and then I'm going to study him and tell us if it was a stupid pick or not. Where'd he go? This is going to be my favorite damn player in the world. Zach Van Valkenburg. Here he comes with pick 224. The Jets, Mr. Irrelevant. Zach Van Valkenburg. Here he comes. All right. We did it. So we doubled up on edge to wrap it up. So when this is done, we will go over our draft, and then I want draft grades. But let's wait till I get it. We really go over it again. Let's make sure we remember everybody that we picked. This is fun, man. I love long mock drafts with you guys. I really do. He's not bad, Jets fan 4? Is that right? Take Fadu. I know, right, Jake? I thought about taking Fadukasi. We need convict sledgehammers on the O-line to physically beat the Pats and D-lines up. I agree. That's what we want. Van Valkenburg is a name you'll never solve in Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, right? Never. All right, look, so here's our draft, guys. This is the recap. We started with a miracle. They took Karlaftis. That sounds like something the Texans would do. They took Karlaftis over Aiden Hutchinson. He fell to us. Joe Douglas passed out, and Robert Saleh sent in the card. Aiden Hutchinson is a Jet. Pick number 10, we got the best safety in 20 years, Kyle Hamilton. We followed that with tight end out of Colorado State, probably the best tight end in the class, Trey McBride. We got Christian Harris, the linebacker from Alabama, 3-year starter. Nothing wrong with that. He started as a freshman. Might even be a 4-year starter. I think he is. Starting as a freshman is not bad, guys. For Alabama, no less. So Alec Lindstrom, the center from Boston College, now the second best center in the class behind Linderbaum because Jared Patterson went back to school. Doubled up on linebacker at a Penn State linebacker U, Brandon Smith. Got Jeremy Rucker doubled up on tight end at Ohio State, the lifelong diehard Jets fan who wants to come here. Thayer Mumford, the guard out of Ohio State. Running back out of Michigan, Hassan Haskins. Safety out of USC, doubled up on safety, Isaiah Polamau. We got the wide receiver from North Carolina State, Amika Amizi. And then we wrapped it up with the Viking, Zach Von Valkenburg from Iowa. I mean, and in Iowa too, dude. Cornbread, like the whole thing, man. So let me get your grades, letter grades. We know, Bob. I know. And we will. After free agency, we adjust it. This is to get this period of time is to get us acclimated. We want to really start seeing some guys, taking some time on our own, looking into some guys, and being more knowledgeable. That's what this is. And then you're right. After free agency, we'll really get into it. Now we know who we got. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what we got here. I know, right, Big Green? That's what I'm saying. Why can't I get in that room? Really solid draft. Okay, so Garrett Ham gives us a B-. Watu says, we thought the last draft was the best. This might be better. I don't know. That was a good one, man. This is good, though. That top half, dude, that's studly, what we did up top. He says A-. Okay, there it goes. A- is good. Braden says it's already an A with those 3 players. With those 3 players alone, isn't it? Absolutely it is. Like everything else after that is gravy. Gravy. The fact that you got Rucker, it's like, dude, it's all gravy. Thayer Mumford, it's Alec Lindstrom. It's crazy. It's a dream draft, Jim Pox says. Yeah, me too, buddy. Robbie Oak gives it an A. Kyle Donkersloot, there you are, buddy. He gives it an A. Mike Chernock says B+. Iowa Jets fan says A, right? You like the guy Van Valkenburg from Iowa, buddy. A Viking living in Iowa? Come on. Dude, I can't think of a better situation for an edge rusher. Rusty Spooner, A+ from Rusty. I'm impressed. Ron Mo Lake Louiso says A. Nice. Follower of Christ says a solid A. Knobcraft gives it an N, which makes sense. It's good. I get it. A-. Got to give an A+ from Hank. Wow, man. Jose Cornell says A. Gitmo Bob B-. These are good. These are good ratings, guys. Donald Schaefer says A. Braden, beautiful, A+. Nodcraft changes his rating from an N to a B. That's good. You were the N, right? Wasn't that you at the end? Yeah, that was you. Stud City says, show the picks we got for next year. We didn't get any. Oh, we got one. We got 1/5. That's it. So we added a 5th to that. That's it. That's all we did. Isn't that funny? All right. So here's the top half, though. So here we got a 5th. Look at this madness. That's craziness. A grade just for Hutchinson, Hamilton, and McBride. Not mad at this draft at all, right, Dackle? I'm telling you. A+ from Big Green. Jake Ruiz comes in with an A. Stud City says A-. Michael Foster, I think the first 3 picks in this mock will all be gone before 4, 10, and 24, so it has to be an A. Yeah, I think we'll get one of the top 3 at pick 4. That's what I think. I think Hamilton, Thibodeau, or Hamilton. What did I say? A Hutchinson, Thibodeau, or Hamilton will be there, in my opinion. Hopefully. If they're not, that's literally the worst case scenario for me, is that those 3 players are gone before us. I wonder, would we want Burks instead of Hamilton? Not me. I like Burks as much as everybody else. I don't think you do that. That's me. but I'm sure a lot of people will. Michael Foster says 34. I don't know what that's from, Michael. Allie Lewis says A minus. Jeremy says A minus as well. Jin Pox gives it a triple A. I just can't get on board with Kyle Hamilton. I know you're stuck on that safety thing, Garrett. It's a funny thing. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean funny like I'm laughing at you. I mean, it's an interesting thing. You're not alone. There are people that are stuck on that. And for, legitimate reason. Me, though, like I said, if you watch my video, Garrett, which I think I remember you did, I might be wrong, that I released this morning, I explain in great detail the last time this scenario presented itself for the Jets, exactly what happened and the results. And I'm telling you, it looks exactly the same to me with the whole Ed Reed. If you guys didn't see my video, watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Chris Bradigan says A. But I understand, Garrett. I do. Jake Ruiz said if it got a wide receiver, it'd be better. Asking us to grade ourselves. Of course it's an A. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, man. You'd be surprised. We get fucking 30, 40 Fs. They hate it. Sometimes it's very contentious in here. Tonight was nice. We did a good job. Only my drafts get A+. There you go, Jeremy. Flat-chested girl, A cup. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This draft would put us over the hump. If we got this draft and then whatever we did in free agency, you get a vet corner, maybe even another safety, like a vet, vet safety, vet corner, get a wide receiver in here. Dude, maybe another guard. Dude, we are Studley. Zach, yeah, it's right. Von Falkenberg, 5.5 sacks, 30, 40, 30. Oh, you're saying last year. Okay, I thought you meant his first game. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. He's probably rotational. Get him in here, build him for 2 years, and then, sick him. We needed multiple kickers. Well, the good news is, Knobcraft, we do have them. Hopefully we sign Eddie Pinheiro. I mean, to me, it's a priority. We already signed Matt Amendola again. He's under contract. How much will this cost us? 20 million? Probably 15 million, Braden. There's a lot of players here. We extended it. Friggle D just got here, so we got to start over. Three Amigos, what's up, buddy? He says A+ because we all did it. That's right. There you go. GreenBean A+ from New York Jets 24. Who else we got here? Sean Sweet. If we could have gotten Ross, it would have been a Hall of Fame draft. I know, right? I'm telling you, like there's a couple spots where I could have absolutely gone a different direction than we ended up going. But overall, man, I think this is a hell of a talent infusion. Right, Frankie? All right. I blame liquor consumption. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with being drunk and saying shit, right? Who's ever made a mistake drunk? Not me. Okay. Jumped in late. He says, A, Utah Bullets. Eminon, what's up, Eminon? He says, B+. Nice. Michael Foster, 24 was a typo. Okay. 58 tackles. That's better than the 30 tackles somebody just told me, Dackle. 5.5 sacks, 58 tackles is not bad for a 7th-round pick, guys. With our Carolina pick, like Kenneth Walker. Well, I think we'll draft a running back this year. I do. I think Ty Johnson, probably Pirine, sadly, because they never used him, and he's better than Austin Walter. And Austin Walter they might keep. But I think Ty Johnson and at least one other one, maybe all three are gone. That's what I think. And they should draft another set of young legs. And I hope it's Rashad White. That's who I want. Rashad White, I'm sorry. Absolutely, Gitmo Bob. Right? The talent in this, dude, we have 2 early 2nd-round picks. The talent that slides through the first just because of people's needs and stuff like that is every year is unbelievable. Every year, you're like, holy shit. Look, we got Elijah Moore at pick 34. He was a 1st-round pick all day, every day last year. All right. Let's see. I got to catch up. 58 total, 30 solo. There it is. Hey, man, 58 counts. 30 solo tackles. There was 30 plays where if it wasn't for Von Valkenburg, things would have been different. Alone. He did it by himself. plus 5.5 sacks. Harris pulls it all together. Yeah. I know, right, Jack Burke? Brandon Smith at 87. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Van Falkenberg will send Trash Allen to Mordor. The Lake of Doom. Fiery Lake of Doom. Under the Mount Doom. That's what it was. This is an A draft. I agree. Who was picking against us in this mock? I don't know what that means, Jim Pock. It's us. We pick against ourselves. And, the sim picks for everybody else. I think that's what you're saying. Also, loved the off-season video green. Yeah, good. Right? I know, right, Jack? Thank you. I'll tell you what, though. I released it this morning, and then later that same day, Jared Patterson couldn't even give me 48 hours with the damn video out. He decides to go back to school. I made a big deal about Jared Patterson in that video. Jerk. You don't know. That's right. That's a great point, Jeremy. People think like that you got to get you have to use a first round pick on your offensive lineman. Dude, Creed Humphrey made it to the back end of the second last year. We were all talking about him being a first, and he could have been a first, and he would have been a justified first. But you wait on your centers, man. I'm telling you, they have a very high bust rate up top. You don't use a top 10 pick on a center. Linderbaum is probably one of the better centers I've seen. I mean, I really liked Bradbury. I loved Creed Humphrey last year. But top 10 on a center, man, if you can trade back and get an additional first, or I don't know. I don't think you need to. Again, you got Creed Humphrey in the late second last year. That's what happens. Top 10 centers have the second highest bust rate of any position over the past 25 years. That's serious, man. That's a long data field. You know what I mean? That's not in the last 2 years. That's 25 years. There are people in this chat right now that weren't even born. It's a long time. So you still go, yes, I do. If this draft happened, if we went and got Trey McBride and Jeremy Ruckert, would I still, you would have to do free agency first, right? So let's say if I got Schultz and Trey McBride and I already have Kenny Yeboah on the team, would I draft Ruckert? Probably not, honestly. And I love Ruckert. Probably not. Just being real. Probably not. So that's kind of sad. I just hurt my own feelings, Ephraim. Let's see. Zane Game. What's up, buddies? Love the channel, GreenBean. Also like this chef. Well, thank you. I'm happy you're here, man. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you like it. I'm trying to make it so it's value to you. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I fucking hate the beat. I hate our coverage, man. I hate it. That's why I started the whole thing. I started making videos for Jetnation. They gave me a little shot. He said he needed a video guy. We talked. I said, yeah, my first video I ever made for Jetnation was on Lachlan Edwards. I said, here, try this. I was driving around. I sent it in. He goes, dude, I love it. I said, okay, yeah, we can do this thing. And that was it. And then, but as I started, I can't read any of these guys. They make such stupid takes. You want to know why? Because they want us to respond. That's all they're doing. They don't have any news. They look at the same news we do. They don't have any scoops. Samini hasn't fucking broken a scoop in decades. He broke a scoop. Oh, it looks like Zach Wilson and his girlfriend unfollowed each other. Well, thank you. I don't know how I was going to make it without that blurb. I don't even care. I really don't. Do I know of any? Think about it. How many of our players do you know who their girlfriend is and if they're breaking up? Did you care? Why do we care about Zach? Because they want to make something about it. That's all. They want us to have feelings, and I hate it. So that's what we're doing here. Clickbait is shitbait. Right, Frankie? They're so bad, dude. Like, listen, I saw a whole thing today. Guys were defending him. I love Samini. I've loved him for years. He's a great guy. I'm like, all right. If that's what you think, man, I'm not even going to argue with you. But it's like, if you just ask yourself, what news has Samini given you? Just follow the Jets. They'll tell you everything before Samini even writes an article because he doesn't have any scoops. That's interesting, Iowa Jets fan. This is the first draft in no, that's not true. It's the first draft in a while for me that Hutch fell. He hasn't fallen. He's been number one overall pick for weeks. So that's interesting. Yeah, I know, Garrett. He's teaching. Think about that. He's teaching the next generation. Here's how you get them to read your articles. Nobody likes me, but I don't care if they like me. That's not my job to make friends. I bet that's exactly what he's saying. It's not my job to make friends. It's my job to make them want to read my garbage. So write garbage and get them pissed off, and they'll read your shit. Your bosses will love you. Yeah, well, that's different, Scott. That's different. I know it's not good. That's what I think. I think like O'Leary, Ryan, even guys like Luke Grant play like a Jet, Joe Blewett. Like I think they're better, man. They are better. I don't know. It's like they literally know more about the game that we're talking about. So why wouldn't I? Why am I going to a guy who just wants me to be upset? Why would I do that? And I did for years. Don't get me wrong, but that's why I did this. I was like, I hate this. Why aren't they talking about this? Like, why not? I want to discuss the offensive line. I want to discuss the actual football of it. They never do. Never. They've never broken down a game in 30 years of covering the Jets. Never. Exactly. That's my point, Utah Bull. It's exactly right. It's the truth. They don't know what they're doing. All they know is how to make us feel. They could give a shit about the Jets. Now, I don't need someone to care about the Jets to report on the Jets. That's not what I'm saying. But they should definitely know what the game is. They don't know. They couldn't break down a game if you put a game in front of Cimini and said, "Hey, break this down and tell me what's going on, what the offensive player's doing with his hands," he wouldn't have no fucking idea. Now, I'm not trying to say that I know, like I'm not Joe Blewett. I'm not. Same time, I know significantly more than these guys. That's right. That's it, Mo Lake. We have each other, man. And like, think about it. When you watch one of their shows or any of that shit, is there this interaction? No. They don't care. They don't care. In my opinion, Ephraim, I think one of Thibodeau, Hutchinson, or Hamilton are falling for us. Okay? If all three of them are gone, you're going to have guys like Evan Neal, Karlaftis. Those guys are going to be sitting there. I think Karlaftis is 100% there. Nobody's taking Karlaftis over Thibodeau or Hutchinson, in my opinion. So I think Karlaftis is there. Ojabo will be there. Enigbar will be there. Drake Jackson will be there. You just have to decide if reaching for one of them, which is probably what you're doing, is worth, overriding a better player at a different position because you really want edge. That's the difference. That's the issue, Why am I so high on Yeboah? Because I watched every snap of Yeboah's career. And while you know what it is that I like about him, Noel, or Noel, I'll assume it's Noel, is that he was a wide receiver who wasn't making it. And Matt Rule talked to him about, he said, look, honestly, you're not going to there's too much competition and you're not good enough to make it as a wide receiver. But I will buy into the idea of you changing to a tight end. So over the next year and a half, 2 years almost, he gained 35 pounds of muscle, worked his ass off to learn the tight end position. Now, he's not the best inline blocker, but he's very good blocking blocking cornerback, safeties, those kinds of guys. He's not good on he's just he does it, but he's not very effective in line. He's more like an F. Right? So his hands are fantastic. His route running for a tight end is very good. And his desire, it's more about his work ethic, his desire, the way he approaches the game, how he's willing to do whatever the team needs, like that kind of stuff. He's super athletic. He's super talented, but there are issues in his game, which is why I'm fine with him developing. You know what I mean? Like you saw, he finally got into the offense. He got 2 catches, had some nice blocks. You know, he's a good player. So he's not the guy. I'm not thinking that I want him to start right away. Like even when I was yelling his name in the draft all year last year, it's not like I was thinking he was the tight end's going to come in and light it up. I did want him to make the roster. I thought that he was going to take at least half a year to kind of get used to the NFL game. I think that guy off season in the NFL, NFL off season program, training camp, all that stuff, working with our nutritionists and our rehab department, all that. I think he's going to come back because he's the type of player that will do this. He'll come back knowing everything and being twice the player he was last year. That's how he is. And that's what I like about him. Make sense? Yeah, look, man, they put him on special teams and he did a great job. He was very effective on specials. That's the kind of shit. It's like, I love guys like that. Like they're not ready for the big time. Special teams are vitally important, and you need guys that take that that take that seriously. Like it's not a demotion. It's like, no, man, I'm going to light people up, or I'm going to stop them from getting whatever. I'm going to block them, But so Kenny Yeboah, it's more about he has the athleticism, he has the hands. He's had his issues, so I'm not trying to say that, but I love his work ethic. That's what I like about him. V-Man with another super chat. Thank you, sir. Do you expect regression from Miami and New England? And if so, do you believe a strong offseason by the Jets will allow us to surpass them to get to second place? Well, let me say Miami first. I'm blown away that they fired what's his name? Brian Flores. I couldn't even believe it. I thought it was like an Onion report or something. When I first saw it, I was like, this is dumb. I looked on NFL.com and there it was. Holy macaroni. So I think that they're making a big mistake. Like, I don't know what that is. I think Brian Flores has them playing hard. They just went, 7-1 to wrap up the season after a rough first half. Last year, they gave him Fitzpatrick, and Tua was an injured rookie, and he had him at 10-6. This year, they ended at 7-1, almost made the playoffs. Like, you got to give him a minute. Firing him, I think, was dumb. So I don't know who they're going to get. It makes me think that they have like a kind of a handshake deal with somebody already that they really like. Good night, Iowan. I see you, buddy. So I think they're going to regress for sure. Now, the Patriots, I also think, are on the downward slide. That's what I think. Now, Belichick's a great coach. Again, McDaniel's great offensive coordinator. So they've been together for 20 years, barring a year or two here or there, right? Like when he went over to Denver and that sort of stuff. But it's like, dude, you walk into that system, like if you're a college player, you walk in, like you're walking into an established, tried and true, successful system. So they have that leg up. Plus, Belichick gets free comp picks every year. He's a masterful with how he does it. That said, they don't have Tom Brady anymore. Tom Brady is the GOAT, dude. All right. It wasn't Bill Belichick that comes back every fourth quarter, 2 touchdowns down with 5 minutes. That's Brady. Brady did that. And now he's doing it for Tampa Bay. So they're missing a vital piece to what they do. And while they're still great and they can win, they can beat anybody any given day, I don't think they're that dominant team anymore. And I think absolutely we can pass them. That's what I think. Maybe not this year because we're building. We're building it the long, steady way. It could be annoying, could be aggravating. At the same time, man, it's the right way. We've wasted 10 years trying to do it the quick way, taking shortcuts. This time we're going to take 3 years and do it the right way. So I think, yeah, absolutely. I think we can pass both of them. Both games this year, we could have beat Miami. If we had just a little bit more experience, a little bit more. We lost, but it's like we could have beat them both times. And we're not there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Beningo? Yeah, Beningo was Beningo. I lost interest in Joe Beningo a couple years after he got on the radio, quite frankly. I mean, it was like a novelty. I liked him. And the thing is, he was a passionate Jets fan, and there are none. like on the air for years. You guys know the fan, it was all Giants, man. We would get a little Iron Eagle action, a little Marty Lyons action, but there was no like passionate Jets guy out there covering sports. So that was great. He was Joe from Brooklyn, right? When he was just a caller on his show. So that was neat how they did that whole thing. But I lost that. I don't know. I just lost interest in him for years. So, yeah, I don't know. He kind of started to be such a negative Nancy, man. I can't deal. I can't. I just choose not to be immersed in negativity. You know what I mean, guys? It's hard with this friggin' franchise. But that's why I always try to take the positive angle, because even when it's bad, there's usually a positive or two. Now, a couple weeks this year, I'm like, I don't have anything for you guys today. It was fucking mess. Getting shut out by Denver 54-3 to the Patriots, man. I was mad. I was like, dude, that can't happen. So, but most of the time, like I can be negative for a brief moment, but I get unnegative pretty quick. So listening to Beningo for 2 hours or whatever, it just wore on me. So with respect to him, I don't know too much about his last few years. So, right. That's right, Jim Pock. Tom Brady covered for Belichick when he faltered. Belichick quit the Jets. Screw him. I know I hate Bill Belichick, man. I really do. That's like the one guy I'm like Tom Brady, I joke about, but Bill Belichick's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? He's been caught cheating 3 times. Caught cheating. Actually, it's 4 times. He's been caught cheating 4 times. How is he still a coach? They have been penalized 3 separate times. Taking first-round picks. How can he still be a coach? You want to know why? Because he makes money. And that's bullshit. So for me, and don't tell me that they didn't have the whole backdoor deal with Tom Brady. Why is Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever, winning 8 Super Bowls, less expensive than any other starting quarterback? He's making $15 million. Guys are making $30 million. Why is he doing that? Because he wants a good team around him? Baloney. I call bullshit. It just so happens the Patriots have a deal with TB12, the whole vitamin thing that he got, and that's where they paid him. They paid him through there. And that should not be allowed, man. It's clear as day. It should not be allowed. So we've let them cheat the system for 2 decades. Meanwhile, we're over here hoping the likes of Todd Bowles are going to turn, Mike McCagnon are going to turn us around against that. Cheating, blatant cheating. And it's bullshit, man. The NFL should not allow him to still be here, but he is. So anyway, guys, we're going to bounce out of here. You guys are the best. Don't forget to hit like on your way out, man. Please, if you haven't subbed, hit that sub button. It takes 1 second and it means the world. You can win a t-shirt and a Manscaped Ultra Smooth Pack just by subbing here and going over to Full-Time Coaster Tour right here on YouTube and sub over there. And I would appreciate it. Don't forget about DraftKings. The link is in the description of this video. You can go there and get 56-1 odds if you use the promo code GreenBean. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys being here. Again, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Next Monday, I'm going to put out the polls, and you guys will start to craft these each week. They take on a life of their own. But I had a great time. This draft, I give it a big fat A. This is an A draft, man. And I thank you guys for being a part of it. Let's look at this. Look at this beautiful baby. Oh, my God. Even down to Van Valkenburg, who I'm going to be studying in 3 minutes. But I'm going to use the Monday night or the Thursday thick of it outro here. That's because I don't have a Monday night mock. I'll make one this week. But, guys, have a great night. Thanks again. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah!
You want to run or you want to duck down? You want to duck, just go over and get onto the bench and stay there.
You play to win the game.
My message for the fans, we're all frustrated with where we are right now.
Jake. Jets, 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 Jets.
And don't forget, we got to get Joe Klecko in the Hall of Fame this year. This is his best chance to get in, and we are going to help him. Mark Gastineau, as we know, got 22 sacks in 1984. 22 sacks. No one has eclipsed that. No one has touched it. And then Michael Strahan comes along, and they were in the final game of the season, and it looked like he just wasn't going to do it. And what happens? Brett Favre, with very little time left in the game, rolls out to the right and just lays down. The tight end barely went to block him. It was as if they talked about in the huddle. Let's just give Strahan the record. He's earned it. It sure as heck looked like they planned it. He rolled out, laid in front of him, and Strahan went nuts, and the NFL acted as if things were all hunky-dory, like nothing was awry. No one cares. Just give away records, especially from a team and a man that don't have much. It's all we got, and you had to take it from us, man.